Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. There's some beautiful, beautiful prophecy. It's promised to us in the Holy Tanach, in the book of Isaiah, in chapter 30, verse 20. We see a beautiful word of prophecy from the Almighty, where we are told that the Almighty will no longer hide himself from us. Your master will no longer hide himself from you, and he will show himself to you. This is a verse that we really have to live with, to say the least. That to understand this verse better, what does it mean that Hashem is hiding himself from us in the first place? Well, we learn in Hasidut and Kabbalah that in order for Hashem to give birth to this world, to give life to this world, he has to at first hide himself. But God's light is so intense, God's presence is so intense, so powerful, that if it was not to be hidden at first, the worlds would not be able to handle existence. They would not be able to exist in the presence, in the experience of godliness, such powerful godliness. They would be blown out of existence, to say the least. It's like if the deepest rabbi, Torah master, Kabbalah master is going to start speaking out his deepest thoughts to a young child. They won't be able to grasp anything. But what has to happen? The teacher has to contract his own thoughts, and he has to break down his deepest thoughts to the littlest, finest, smallest beginner details, and then through that he can give the child the teachings necessary to build him up in order to eventually get to the deepest secrets. But he has to first learn how to walk before he can learn how to run. That, and how much more so is the case with Hashem revealing himself to us. At first he has to hide himself from the world. He has to hide his presence. Of course, there's nothing else besides him. Mala Aretz Kavodah, Hashem fills the entire world. We learn on every source. The whole Torah tells us and testifies to us that Hashem is completely revealed throughout the world. He's completely fills the entire world. However, from our perspective, it seems hidden at first. Hashem, there's nothing else besides Hashem. Hashem fills the entire world with his glory. But for us, at first, that's not our experience. We don't experience that at first. It's hidden from us. It's not hidden from Hashem, but it's hidden from us at first. And through our Torah studies, through our service of Hashem, through our work, our efforts to connect to the Almighty, we turn the world and ourselves into a vessel to connect to the divine. So this is something we have to experience, realize that there's the general revelation of God throughout the world, that the world has a certain amount of dial, like you have a dial on the oven for the temperature. There's a dial of how much godliness is getting experienced within the world, is getting revealed to the world, pumping into the world. And yet there's also the dial within each and every one of our hearts, that each person, according to their level, even within this same world, a bigger Torah scholar may be more aware of the divine than somebody who just started learning. But of course, we can never judge a book by its cover. We never know somebody's true holy level. But in general, each person experiences a different level of godly revelation. But in the times of Mashiach, we'll be so refined, we'll be so purified, and the world will become such a vessel, a keli, a reciprocal for the divine, that Hashem will turn up the dial to the point where it says the master will no longer hide himself from you, in the book of Isaiah. To the point where Hashem will reveal himself to the world. He will give the world the experience of him. The world will recognize that there's a master. Now, through learning Torah, through pondering, through reflecting, through service, through acts of kindness, we can come to realize and experience that Hashem is the only true existence. We can come to realize that there's a creator to this world. However, in the times of Mashiach, it will be taken infinitely higher, that the whole world will constantly pump this awareness automatically. There won't be any effort left. Now, in these times directly preceding the times of Mashiach, we have to do every effort to do our best part to cause God's revelation within the world, because God gives us the opportunity. Because we have a soul and a body. We're the connecting piece. We're the fusion of physical, our body, and spiritual, our soul. So through that, we can turn this physical world into a godly place where God will be revealed. Because we are made in the image of God, and we have this ability. So let's take this into our hearts, guys, and let's get ready. Let's get excited. God is about to show himself to the entire world. Let's be involved. May Hashem bless you all.